We want to now look at equilibrium in the ISLMPC model. Let's start with short-run equilibrium. A short-run equilibrium will occur at the intersection of the downward sloping IS curve and the horizontal LM curve, which we plot in the upper panel of our ISLMPC diagram. Because in the upper panel, we have the IS and LM curve, in the lower panel, we plot the Phillips curve. So short-run equilibrium just needs the intersection of IS and LM curves. Now in the short-run equilibrium, we can have scenarios where output is above or below potential output. So in short-run equilibrium, we don't need to have the case output is equal to potential level. You can have output above or below it. Right? So if output is above potential, then we know through our Phillips curve that inflation is going to be above the target pi bar. And here keep in mind we're using pi bar because our Phillips curve, because we made this assumption our Phillips curve that inflation expectations are anchored to the central bank's inflation target pi bar. So expected inflation we're assuming is the central bank's target pi bar because we're assuming anchored inflation expectations. Also, if output is below potential, then from the Phillips curve we know that means inflation is below target. This has been discussed in detail on the video on the Phillips curve. So now medium and equilibrium, however, would occur where output is equal to the natural or potential level, and so unemployment is equal to the natural rate, expected rate of inflation is equal to the actual rate of inflation. And under assumption that inflation expectations are anchored to the central bank's target, then that means that actual inflation is equal to expected inflation, which means it's equal to target inflation, right? So in this case, we can say in a medium and equilibrium condition is inflation is equal to target. In general, in medium and equilibrium, inflation is equal to expected inflation. But obviously, if we're assuming anchored inflation expectations, so that means that inflation is at its target in medium and equilibrium. And the rate interest rate is equal to what we call the natural rate of interest. So this is short run versus medium and equilibrium in the ISLMPC model.